She was the queen of daytime television, bold, unfiltered, and fearless. But now, Wendy Williams isn't just silent. She's vanished from the spotlight. And many are asking the same haunting question. Has Hollywood finally broken her or drugged her into silence?
Wendy, how you feeling today? I know you said that you needed help.
They tried to silence Wendy Williams, drug her, control her, and strip her wealth while the world looked away. But when the woman you buried refuses to stay quiet, the truth becomes impossible to contain. Newly surfaced footage of Wendy with NYPD officers has reignited public suspicion. Many now believe her downfall wasn't a natural collapse, but a calculated effort to render her powerless.
Wendy Williams wasn't just another talk show host. She was a media empire. A woman who built herself from radio gossip to national television dominance. For over a decade, millions tuned in every day to hear her tell it like it is. She didn't fear Hollywood, she exposed it. And that may have been her biggest mistake.
Reports claim she was secretly given harmful substances for months until her health crumbled. Her son, Kevin Jr., had been warning people for years, but was dismissed, even accused of wrongdoing.
I feel like the Guardian has not done a good job at protecting my mom. As long as she has people around who are yes people, I know that she's not getting the help that she needs or getting better. I'm afraid that she could die.
I've got so much money. I want it for my son.
In 2022, the world began to notice something wasn't right. Wendy looked thinner. Her speech was slower. Her energy, gone. Behind the scenes, reports swirled of exhaustion, confusion, and hospitalizations. But then came the strange part. Nobody seemed to have access to her anymore. Family members were suddenly cut off. Longtime staff were let go overnight. And a court quietly appointed a guardian to take over Wendy's finances, home, and career decisions. No trial. No public explanation. One of the most outspoken women in Hollywood, suddenly silenced by paperwork. If that sounds familiar, it should, because this is the same pattern we saw with Britney Spears. A star who questioned her handlers, suddenly declared unfit. A conservatorship, the legal word for control, signed in secret. And years later, the same Hollywood machine that drugged and silenced Britney now has its hands around Wendy. According to insiders, Wendy's health problems were exaggerated. Her memory issues inflated to make the guardianship stick. Since then, her money's been managed by strangers. Her access to friends and family, restricted. Her phone, her home, her show, taken. Even her son, Kevin Jr., said publicly that he believes his mother is being isolated and medicated. He warned that Wendy is not the same, and that the people around her want to keep her under control.
Like the Guardian has not done a good job at protecting my mom. As long as she has people around who are yes people, I know that she's not getting the help that she needs or getting better. I'm afraid that she could die.
Drugging outspoken celebrities isn't new, not in Hollywood. When Kanye West refused to follow the rules, he told the world that handlers threatened to send him back to the hospital and medicate him into submission. Kanye called it the Hollywood playbook. And for Wendy, it might be page for page the same.
Kanye alleged psychiatric manipulation. Wendy's situation fits that disturbing pattern.
I'm saying is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears you. I mean, look at
They
what
would have
look-
Michael Jackson.
or worse, yeah. So look at what they did. Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way. But 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now. You can see
mental health used as a weapon of control. Some whispers even point to Diddy. Years ago, Wendy exposed him on air, hinting at scandalous behavior and questioning his involvement in a shooting incident.
Think about it. She called out the biggest stars, Diddy, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, and told raw truths on live television that networks couldn't control. She was messy, unpredictable, and brutally honest. That's ratings gold, but it's industry poison. When you can't silence a voice, the next step is to discredit it. Make them look unstable. Say they're unwell. And then, take everything away for their own good. Since her guardianship began, Wendy's barely been seen in public. Occasional paparazzi clips show her wandering New York alone, often confused or disoriented. Her show canceled. Her accounts frozen. Her podcast vanished before it began. And yet, behind those glassy eyes, fans swear they still see the real Wendy trying to fight through, trying to speak, trying to wake up. Friends claim she's surrounded by people who filter what she hears and sees, that she's being managed like a product, not a person. And when you realize how much money her brand still generates, it starts to make a dark kind of sense. The more she's controlled, the more others profit.
Wendy, how you feeling today? I know you said that you needed help.
Spotlight has since shifted toward her court-appointed guardian, Sabrina Morrissey. Before Morrissey's involvement, Wendy seemed on the mend. Afterward, everything spiraled. Critics now say the guardian exaggerated or fabricated claims about Wendy's mental state to justify control over her finances. Shockingly, despite medical claims of alcohol-induced dementia, Morrissey allegedly allowed her continued access to alcohol, worsening her condition. To make matters worse, Wendy's family was cut off from her entirely. If a guardian fuels the problem instead of fixing it, can it really be called care?
How you doing? How you doing, Wendy Williams? How you doing, baby? You look good.
We don't know how this story ends yet. But one thing's clear. Wendy Williams deserves more than silence. She deserves her voice back. And if history tells us anything, it's that when the truth finally breaks free, Hollywood won't be able to stop it. This is Spotlight Today 2.0, where we don't just follow the fame, we expose the truth behind it.